Good day. This is the Global News on Skadek TV. First, the headlines. On the global scene today, Gulf markets stay subdued ahead of Trump's Iran deadline. Missiles shot down over Saudi Arabia amid rising regional tensions. In Africa's scene today, Sudan conflict intensifies with fierce clashes in key regions. In Nigeria, Nigerian doctors begin nationwide strike over unpaid arrears. And in the exciting world of sport, fans express outrage as World Cup tickets become costly and difficult to buy. Now the news in details. I am Precious for now. Gulf stock markets were largely subdued on Tuesday as investors remained cautious ahead of a critical deadline set by the US. President Donald Trump told Iran to reopen the strategic Strait of Hormuz, with the deadline approaching and no diplomatic breakthrough yet achieved. Traders show risk adverse behavior, keeping major indices in the region under pressure. Saudi Arabia's benchmark index fell modestly, with key bank and industrial stock weakening while Dubai's and Abu Dhabi's market also ended lower. Qatar was a rare exception, posting a slight gain supported by stronger performance in its banking sector. The broader hesitation reflects concerns that the escalating geopolitical tension could further disrupt oil flows and unsettle financial markets. The uncertainty in the Middle East has also influenced energy and currency markets, with crude oil price and remaining elevated above $110 per liter amid fears of prolonged supplies disruption and safe haven assets like the US dollar staying strong. Despite hopes for a diplomatic off-ramp, Iran has resisted calls to reopen the strait without border conflict resolution terms, leaving traders reluctant to commit to risk assets. Investor sentiment is being shaped by the threat of the conflict and the potential impact on inflation as the 8 p.m. midnight Wednesday deadline nears. The Nigerian Association of Resident Doctors, NERD, has commenced an indefinite nationwide strike from April 7, 2026, bringing healthcare services in public hospitals across Nigeria to a near standstill. The industrial action followed unresolved dispute with the federal government after reports that it plans to halt the implementation of previously agreed professional allowance table, a pay structure meant to improve doctors' entitlements, including call duty, shift allowances, and rural posting incentives. NET leaders described the government move as a breach of earlier agreement and accused officials of failing to honor commitments made after earlier strike in 2025, which has heightened frustration and prompted the union to direct members to down tools. In addition to the protesting, the striking doctors are demanding the immediate reversal of the dispute policy and the payment of outstanding arrears, including promotion and salary backlogs, 9 months of unpaid allowances. Millions of patients with pending treatments face disruption and action underscore growing tension in Nigeria health sector over workers' welfare and the government's healing of labor agreements. As of now, the federal government has not issued a detailed public response to the strike notice. Before we go, a final look at our top stories from the intensifying Gulf markets that stay subdued ahead of Trump's Iran deadline, to the unfolding missiles that were shot down over Saudi Arabia amidst rising regional tensions, and the scene of Sudan conflict which intensifies the fierce clashes in key regions. Closer to home, Nigerian doctors begin nationwide strike over unpaid arrears, and in the world of sport, fans express outrage as World Cup tickets become costly and difficult to buy. For more updates throughout the day, stay tuned to our digital platform. I am Precious for now. Thanks for watching Skadek TV.